to the frantic soundtrack of Carol of the Bells and endless trays of luridly frosted Christmas cookies. We'll leave it all behind. School, the social stuff, the news, the worry, and we'll come back stronger than ever. We will. Daniel will get a new job, Maddie will straighten out, Ruby will rebalance. All at Lost Lake, in the isolated backwoods of Ontario, Canada. I realize, belatedly, that I have not included myself in that equation, mainly because I don't yet know how I fit into it. In any case, I have my doubts as to whether any of that will happen. The truth is, we really had nowhere else to go. Shouldn't we be there by now? Daniel's voice sounds loud and a tiny bit strident in the quiet confines of the car, and it makes me jump a little. It's 2 miles from the start of the road to the cottage, I tell him. Remind him, because he's driven it plenty of times, as I have, although not since the kids were small. Sam, my oldest, now at Clarkson College in upstate New York, was only 11 when we last came here for a vacation. The summer before my dad died. I picture Sam hanging between the 2 front seats, poking his head toward the dashboard as eager as a puppy. That was a sort of golden age of the cottage. Young enough kids who didn't mind the isolation, as long as they could swim and canoe and fish. Epic games of Monopoly, toasting marshmallows on the fire. Sitting with my head on Daniel's shoulder after the kids had gone to bed, watching the fire die to embers, and feeling that bone-deep sense of peace only this place could bring. 7 years later, I am trusting in that promise. I've wondered, in a distant sort of way, why we never went again, after my dad's funeral that next winter. We always meant to, but every time we were poised to make actual plans, we never did. Memories made it too hard. Teenagers resisted the remoteness, and 500 miles, a lot of it on back roads, made it easy, or at least easier, to keep putting it off. Until now. I don't really remember the cottage, Maddie says. Like a confession, her voice hushed. She's forgotten about the lack of phone signal, for the moment at least. Besides from photos, I mean. It might not look like the photos. Not anymore, I warn. I'm bracing myself for a falling down wreck. Darlene, a kindly local woman my mother hired years ago as an ad hoc caretaker, has been coming by every so often to make sure the place isn't actually falling down. But 7 years of emptiness takes its toll on a house, especially here with the harsh winters, the endless snow, the mice. We should be there soon, surely. Daniel half mutters as the car grinds into a lower gear. I remember this hill. It's another half-mile. I know every inch of this road. Still. I spent every summer of my childhood up here, bare feet in the dirt, legs crisscrossed with bramble scratches, mouth stained with raspberry juice, face freckled from the sun. The last 7 years suddenly stretch behind me like a vast and empty tundra of time, when I made myself stop thinking about the cottage, about what it meant to me, what it could have meant to my kids. Another turn, and we'll come to Lost Lake, glinting silver under the moonlight. I find I'm holding my breath, leaning forward. And, yes, there it is. A darkly opaque oval, fringed by dense evergreens. It is no more than a swathe of blackness now, a stretch of emptiness. The moon, however, is hidden beyond a bank of clouds, so there is no silvery reflection. But I know the lake is there, simply by the space. The darkness. Are we there yet? Maddie asks. Her voice caught between impatience and anxiety. She has even less of an idea than me of what to expect. Almost, Daniel mutters, although I can tell from the way he is squinting ahead of the